Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I think my hair is like getting longer. My braids are like, but then it's gonna shrink up to like right here. So hey, but welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being here, being you, sharing your time with me and watching my videos, being a part of my dream and my journey. So as you guys can tell, we're gonna talk about the NBA finals. Is it still called the playoffs? I don't think so. I think it's just the finals now. So as we know, OKC and the Pacers made it, which I said, I know I'm like a genius or something. But no, I feel like that was kind of obvious. I was saying like Timberwolves, because Timberwolves was like a great defensive team, but Thunder ended up beating them. And here's the thing though, with the Pacers and OKC, I feel like both teams get better within each game or within the series, I guess, because like even the Thunder, like there was one game where the Timberwolves had won, but the Thunder like came back and like learned from it. And I think that's what makes these two teams, or that's kind of what I could tell when I was watching, because you know, people be like, come on, like, you think you know everything, you think you know everything. But it's not that I know everything, it's just that I'm smart. I watch, I observe. It's really not that hard. Take your heart out of it, take your emotions out of it, take LeBron out of it, and all your favorite hooplas, Durant's, Irving's, their time is up. So yeah, and just by watching, like I said, these two teams are both teams that honestly take their losses and learn from them, as you should. So I was like, yeah, Pacers and OKC is what it was giving. Who am I rooting for? Pacers. I feel like, first of all, it's crazy that they haven't had a playoff game at home for like 25 years or something like that. That's literally how long I've been alive. So I mean, it's not crazy, because who the fuck knew the Pacers before like Tyrese Haliburton and shit, and I think his name is like Reggie Miller, went else to the Pacers in Indiana. But yeah, even that was crazy. But shout out to both teams. I'm super happy and excited just because both teams are young and they both have young players. You have Shai, who was on OKC and he had the MVP award, so shout out to him. I'm so happy for him, and it's just really refreshing and nice to see these young players starting to like take over and do their thing within the finals and within the NBA now. Like, it makes it super exciting, and the fact that these people are my age makes it even more exciting for me. So here's the thing. Here we go. I think I know everything and do. So like, if the Pacers were to win, so they've had 3 games already, they're 2-1 up right now. By the time you guys see this video, the 4th game will have already been played, and then of course we'll see that they've had 2 games at OKC. The Pacers won 1, the first one, and then they're gonna have 2 games at the Pacers, and Indiana won the 3rd game, their first, which I mean, it had to happen, their first, you know, finals home game, If the Pacers win, first of all, y'all should keep talking shit to Tyrese. Keep talking shit. I feel like the critics and everything, like, he be trying to play it cool, like, I don't listen to the critics, like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. You listen to the critics, and I can tell, because whenever you have a bad game and you come back, I don't know if it's the critics, your coach, your teammates, your parents, all of the above, but you definitely listen to the critics, because what the critics are saying is what you did. If the Pacers are gonna win, Tyrese has to play like he did in game 3. He has to make shots, and not only that, he has to play defense. it always seems like when they win is because Tyrese helps like with defense. Tyrese is not the whole team, and honestly that's what I love about both these teams too, is like they don't have just one star player. Like, you know, like the Warriors have Curry, Lakers have LeBron and Luka, Kyrie Irving is with the Mavericks. These teams don't have one star player. It's all the players coming together and playing as a team. But one thing about it that I've noticed though is like when Tyrese does help with defense and he is making his shots, they tend to win a little. They tend to win a little bit more, or they actually have a better game versus trailing by 30 points. So, but not only did Tyrese turn up, which he did, he got steals, turnovers and everything like that, the bench also turned up as well. So that's one thing about the Pacers that I feel like that's why they can take it all. They have a great coach, and of course it all comes down to everything, but of course the coaching is going to come down to, you know, when they're going to put subs in, when are they going to call times out, when are they going to call challenges, you know, all that stuff is important. And then it does come down to benches as well. Once again, the starters and stuff, they can't play a whole 48 minutes. I mean, they can, we've seen it happen, but who the fuck really wants to do that? And why would you want your starters playing that much during a playoff / finals game? You just tiring wearing them out. So both teams honestly have a great bench. It seems like whichever team bench is turning up, that's where the points in the game is leaning more towards. So game 3 last night was a great game. Not only was Tyrese up on his shit, but the bench was up on their shit too. TJ McConnell getting steals and making points off of that. They also limited their turnovers, and Benedict Mathurin had like 27 points or something like that. So honestly the whole team came together as a collective, and of course you have Toppin and stuff like that, and Turner and Nesmith and all of them. So if the Pacers were to win, they have to keep doing that, in my opinion. They got to keep playing hard defense, and they have to be aggressive and physical. One thing, even when my boyfriend had put me onto them 2 years ago, I was like, or not that I was like, but I had heard that they're not really a physical team, and you can tell that they kind of don't really want to brush up on people. They kind of just want to score and make their plays. Nothing wrong with that. But in the finals now, you have to be aggressive and you have to be physical, because everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's going to be driving to the basket. Everybody's going to be making shots. Everybody is giving their all to these games. So Pacers has to stay physical and aggressive on defense, and also aggressive on offense. Make the plays, drive to the paint, draw fouls, draw offensive fouls. You know, you can't make stupid mistakes. Like, you cannot turn the ball. I remember that one game they turned the ball over like 30 fucking times. Versus the third game, they made OKC turn the ball over. And then even that first game, it was crazy because Tyrese ended up having to win a shot. They was literally trailing by the whole game and then ended up turning up the fourth quarter. It's giving Tom Brady, like, it's giving you turning up in the fourth quarter. Like, that's what y'all like to do. So yeah, they never give up though, and that's one thing about the Pacers. They have a lot of heart. So yeah, they're gonna have to keep being aggressive and physical on defense. They're gonna have to keep making the not these teams, because this is the end now, but they're gonna have to keep making OKC literally fight for their shots, literally fight for their points and their fouls and everything like that. You know, you gotta kind of play smarter in that sense. And then, yes, of course, keep making the shots, keep making offensive plays, and just keep, obviously you need points on the board. So and be aggressive on offense. And Tyrese is gonna have to keep doing what he's doing. He really is. You know, gotta keep that energy up, gotta do your little assists and all your points and your threes. You feeling yourself, period. Okay, fine, keep doing it. Now, yes, I'm rooting for the Pacers, but like I said, I'm rooting for everybody black, and I'm rooting for everybody my age. So let's get into OKC. Now, OKC, in my opinion, OKC is a great offensive team, in my opinion. They have Jalen Williams, Dorth? He be making his threes. He was like 4 for 4 every three, it was just making it. Even Jalen Williams, I feel like watching him play, I feel like he's become more aggressive in terms of like driving to the paint, actually taking shots and being like confident in them. And then of course they have Shai SGA. They have him, who that man can score, like, and he does it so effortlessly, like, okay. So of course they have him, and one thing about it too, you have any team that plays like the Thunder has to stop SGA, because he make even crazy shots, he's making the crazy shots. And then of course they have Chet and the other dude, Harstein, I think is his name, where honestly they're nice centers. That's their position, right? But yes, their positions, they're honestly really good at them, in my opinion. Just because they can dunk, they also can, I mean, I haven't seen them block too much, but they be doing anything on defense too, you know. They gotta be down there with Turner and all them people that's on the Pacers. So yeah, shout out to the white boys. Shout out to the white boys. But if OKC was to win, honestly, it's gonna have to be the same. The thing about the Pacers and OKC is they kind of play the same but different. But at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna play the Pacers, you have to keep up with their pace. So OKC kind of has to get faster. OKC has to kind of, even like the first couple of games, like you could tell that OKC was watching their film, period, because they was stopping Tyrese. They was knowing like who the balls was going to and everything like that. They could kind of tell. But versus, I feel like Rick Carlisle is making the Pacers like really stay up on their pace, keep going, keep the ball moving, just keep going. So OKC is gonna have to keep up with that and defend that at the same time. So y'all need to be running your little suicides on the track, doing your ankle exercises, your calf exercises. I think that's what they do to run faster, right? And you're gonna have to keep up with the Pacers, because if you do not keep up with the Pacers and you slack, then that's where they're turning the ball over, and that's where like TJ McConnell is getting steals and scoring. So they're gonna have to keep up with it and also kind of give it back to the Pacers if they want to win. I absolutely love this series. Even when I predicted it before, I was like, it's gonna be a great series, just because they're both fast teams and young teams, and they're both hungry. Both of these teams will be having, a lot of the players will be having their first ever ring. A lot of these players, this is their first time living their dream. They are hungry, and I love it. I love it. And then I just love how each team also utilizes their players too, because you have Caruso on OKC that is able to make shots and also defend. Not gonna lie, he can defend. If he on a good night, he can defend. So yeah, all in all, this is gonna be a great series. I'm so excited just to keep watching it and just to keep seeing it. I'm so excited that the old people is leaving. Like, I love y'all, but it's just time. It's time, and I love it. I hope that people are genuinely watching it, because low-key, this is what basketball is all about. You know, it's not about just knowing that you can win a ring because you've already won a ring, or like you can set records and da-da-da. No, it's about these teams that are coming up and actually playing basketball because they love the sport and because they actually want something. So, well, the ring, they want to win, you know. Like I said, they're living their dream. So when you got two hungry teams like this, that's honestly within each game, they can't even be cocky. Like, no, you still got to stay humble, you still got to stay hungry, you still got to keep on going, you still got to keep your eye on where you're going, you still got to stay focused. Like, you cannot let that shit get to your head just because you're in the finals and just because you're winning and you're up. No, you still got to stay on your toes, because you're hungry and they're hungry. Y'all going back and forth trying to getting closer and closer and closer to the ring. I'm talking about in it. Like, so yeah, I absolutely love the series. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Who can you see as winning? I can see the series going, obviously it's gonna go to game 6. Well, unless the Pacers win in like 5, but I could definitely see this series going to game 6 or 7. I could see it just getting more intense. I could see them both just learning and getting better and better. And then both of these teams next year are definitely going to be the teams to be watching and keeping an eye on, and they're going to be really competitive, along with Anthony Edwards. I don't know, like, I love Anthony Edwards, but the Timberwolves, how they was playing against the Thunder, it wasn't given. So I don't know. We'll have to see next year, and with the trades and everything like that, we shall see. But Pacers and Thunder is definitely gonna be, I love the teams that like slowly climb up on the radar. Like, I got put onto the Pacers like a year, yeah, basically 2 years ago. I really started watching them a year and a half ago, and I was like, oh, I can see, you know, like, they just get better and better and better and better and better. And the same thing with the Thunder. Like, I've heard of SGA like last year and stuff, but then actually watching him this year, I'm like, oh. So period, I'm happy for y'all. So yeah, let me know who you guys are thinking. Let me know if you agree with anything that I said. Let me know if you can see. Y'all, my hair just looks so good and healthy and shiny. Like, I can't with myself sometimes. Like, I just but yeah, let me know. And if you see anything that like I didn't see or nothing, of course share that with us as well. And I hope everybody is having fun. If you're going to games, if you're going to watch with your friends, if you're turning up and drinking and stuff, please stay safe and responsible. If you tailgating and all that, just stay safe and responsible. And I do want to say, I mean, I don't really know what to say when it comes to this ICE situation. As y'all know, I have some videos on here about equality and immigration, and how I think immigration is kind of dumb. Like, of course, you know, a society and a country has their rules and policies, so of course they don't just want anybody coming there. But at the same time, like, if these are your citizens and you want to help other people from other countries, you know, we all have free will. We can live where we want, of course, by abiding and doing what needs to be done. But at the same time, the way that people are going and they're sending the National Guard out to protest and everything, things have to happen for the empire to fall. But I just want to say, stay safe, be an ally, and let's continue to be kind and look out for each other and love each other through all of this. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I do know everything happens for a reason. I do know you cannot treat the people in your country that built your country up like shit forever. That's just not how karma works. You want to take everybody out, but everybody here built, y'all don't even do shit. All y'all do is, anyways, all y'all do is sit in that office. And white people, you can't even stand out in the sun. It's 90 degrees outside. You can't even enjoy it. So yes, let's just, I just want to advocate and say, yes, love each other. Let's continue to, I'm not gonna say fight, but let's continue to stand up for each other. Let's continue to speak our voices and express, and let's continue to be our best selves and help each other, and continue to go and go and go and let these people know, stop fucking playing with us. Stop playing with your citizens. You're supposed to be helping your country. So when the shit all turns right back around and the tables turn around, eat that shit up like the rest of your citizens had to since slavery times. So yeah, I love you guys. Pacers in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't give a fuck. Pacers, I'm rooting for y'all. And yeah, I love you guys. Leave your thoughts and everything below.